it's a good representation of the people. Yeah. He is very abusive. That is the character of Yeke Kongwa. Even though he says some things that will, make people feel good, but the characteristic of Yeke is so bad that, a lawmaker should not off, and it's him coming on. We have to be straight here. Let's leave the east part of it. And once you hear the Yeke, when you hear the name Yeke, it's people driven and not government driven. We have to be straight with things here. I disagree with you. It's not people driven. Nobody is people driven will abuse people. Because we need Yeke is the best.
So whether it is a holiday or it is a normal day, we have a responsibility to be here by basic information for the Liberian people, and we are committed to doing that. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Amidst all the difficulties and everything happening across the nation's capital, Monrovia, and most definitely, you know that freedom is coming. So there are issues that the Liberian people have got to discuss, and those issues are pertinent. The issues are too much, too many issues. The confrontation and the political angle, people are angry on a daily basis. The country is supposed to provide the kind of opportunity the Liberian people need. When you turn towards another anger, where are we going as a country, as a people? This is Foka FM 105.3. My name is Washington Prince Stafford Jr. And on this national independence, I'm sorry, on this national holiday, my, I don't like independence. Probably the independence flag, they have some similarities. Yeah, because the flag, the Liberia that we all know. You talk about the independence, you talk about the flag. But today is August 24th, and it is the National Flag Day, the nation capital, and all across Liberia. There are celebrations all over the country. And the government is also celebrating the National Flag Day. What a pleasant way to welcome all of you to yet another edition of the program Heat of the Nation. Heat of the Nation is a 3-hour provocative, political, insightful, human interest. This program talks about the in-depth analysis of the preponderance of issues across Liberia, the perimeter, the square of the country. We talk about the reality of the Liberian people. We are much more concerned about the way the conditions of our people continue to be. Yes, that is our concern. That is what we make it our duty and responsibility to be here every day, be it rain or shine, be a holiday or no holiday. We are here to carry out our responsibility. So my name is Washington. My colleague Mohammed Boni Khan will not be here today, but there are cross sections of issues that we will talk about. The country is concerned about the multiplicity, the preponderance of this work, our conversation all over the place. Yes. What can we do, my people, my country? What can we do as a people, as a country, one nation, one people, independence? Then we say the country is moving backwards. We say the country is moving forward. We need to look at the different indicators that are driving the prospect or the backwardness of the country. We need to look at the different things, the different indicators. So these are things we are going to pedal today. Talk about the reality. Talk about our nation, Mama Liberia. Like they were hosting the Liberian flag. I saw the parade today, and I saw some group of students. They hosted the flag, and it was a very wonderful, wonderful ceremony. And you just can imagine how it was when the flag of Liberia was first hosted by Susanna and the rest of all the ladies. And all the ladies today hosting the flag. Now my mind went back. I was in school and we talked about the flag, talking about the historicity of the flag. So there are topics we want to look at today. Everybody is concerned about the Police Inspector General Gregory O.W. Coleman. People say Gregory should recuse himself. But we are going to look at the reality of recusal to the Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman recused himself because of public speculation, because of allegations that are yet to be proven beyond all reasonable doubt and before the court of competent jurisdiction. Yet to see that. We want to look at the exegesis of the argument of the recusal of Gregory O.W. Coleman. A lot of political pundits, politicians, and people are concerned about that Gregory leaves. Gregory should not be the one investigating. At the same time, there are too many allegations surrounding the entire drug scenario in the country. So Gregory should leave. Gregory should recuse himself. Politicians and political pundits are calling for the recusal of Gregory O.W. Coleman. They want the president to subsequently relieve Gregory of the position of the Inspector General of the Republic of Liberia. And this is a major concern. We're also going to look at the issue of the LPDP and the MPP, the different statements towards the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Joe Howard Taylor, Madam Joe Howard Taylor is currently undergoing some medical attention with intensive police protection. Madam Joe Howard Taylor has been accused of being involved in retrieving drugs, facilitating money laundering, and all kinds of different crimes. The office of Madam Taylor repeated all these different allegations, and they said Madam Joe Howard Taylor cannot be connected to any of these crimes. We want to look at the reality. The statement coming from the NPD, the statement coming from the LPDP, the statement coming from the Congress of Democratic Change. Yes, the political leader George Weah. So over the week, Mr. Weah was invited to be the keynote speaker at the Nigerian Bar Association. A lot of people were trying to make fun of the conference. Let's bring the music down. But before we bring the music down, our guest today is going to be Mr. CDP. Our guest today is going to be Mr. CDP. Camara is the moderator and the chairperson of the Mutability Citizen Movement for Change. And he is going to be our guest. He's going to be accompanied by the Montserrat County Youth Secretary. That's supposed to be Andrew Fire Jr. Yes, Andrew Fire Jr. That's supposed to be Andrew's Fire Jr. Okay, so yes, who's this person? Okay, so all right. So folks, I want to use this time to welcome all of us. We're celebrating a national holiday in our country. That is the Flag Day. Yes, the Flag Day is a national holiday in our country. And everybody, one way or the other, is celebrating this day, this wonderful, wonderful day. And, it is important, right? It's very important to acknowledge all of our respectable listeners, those of you who have dedicated your time, your commitment to listen to the show. It is overwhelming. But let's talk about the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police. A lot of people are concerned. Gregory Coleman should not be at the police at about this time. He should leave, or he should recuse himself. The president should take a kind of decisive position against Gregory Coleman. And we believe that Gregory is compromised. There are wanton speculations about the Inspector General Gregory O.W. Coleman. But let's be clear. Let's be emphatically honest about the whole fight against drug in our country. This is practically and probably strange that we are seeing when it comes to the fight against drug in Liberia. This is strange. It is strange because I know this country. I know this very country. We have not raised the bar at this point when it comes to this public contradiction that is called drug, the proliferation of drug in our country. When it comes to this public embarrassment, this public opprobrium, this public menace, this public distraction, we have not raised the bar. Liberia has always been a compromised institution, a compromised environment, a compromised place
when it comes to the fight against drug and illicit substances that have been infiltrated in the territorial expansion of our country, that are making their ways through the different border points and the airlines. Drug. We have not raised the bar. We have not raised the bar as a country, as a government, as a people. We have not raised the bar. And I am not going to be effective or emphatically clear to say I'm giving the government 100% in terms of the fight against drug and illicit substances in the country. No, I am not. I am not going to say the government is doing absolutely 100%. I am not. Because the drug cartel, the people that facilitate the drug, they are always looking for big people to be their friends. Most especially the people in government, the people that have the ability to question, these different things coming into the country. These are the people, the cartel members, those that are directly involved with the proliferation of drug in the country. These are the people, the cartel, the members of the cartel they are friends with. These are the people. So if I am going to tell you that the government is doing 100% well in terms of fighting the drug in the country, I'll be disingenuous and I'll be telling you fallacy. But I can tell you that we commend the government. At a certain point, at a certain level, we can commend the government for what they're doing. But we can be astronomical about our commendation. No, because we are still observing the tenacious effort of the government in terms of combating the spread and the proliferation of drug in the country. We cannot say, oh, the government is absolutely doing well when it comes to the fight against drug in the country, and the government is doing 100%. Supporters of the government will be, they want to commend the government 100%, to say, oh yes, 100% the government is doing well, and the government is making sure that the spread, the multiplicity and proliferation of drug in the country is being curtailed. Politicians will say that. Those that do not believe in the government will say, we do not believe that the government is fighting drug holistically. And the police is one of the biggest arms that is responsible to ensure that this minutes, this public contradiction and public opprobrium, this public distraction, drug, the proliferation of drug in the country is minimized. And the people responsible of bringing drug in the country and using our security apparatus and conflicting the protection of the ordinary people and gambling the security of the state. The police is responsible to ensure that these people are brought down. That is the police responsibility. Now, the cartel members will be crafty. They will be very smart. They will be very dangerously articulate. They can calculate. They will say, in order for us to get this market going, there is a need we affiliate and associate with the people in power. That is the perspective of the people that are running the cartel. They're going to say, oh yes, I think it is necessary that we stretch arms to the people in the security sector. And this thing is not normal. It's not strange. It's not new to Liberia. The security sector of this country has always been compromised when it comes to drug proliferation in our country. And the evidence are there, or the evidences, they are there. The Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman, told us during the press briefing He said top government officials. And we see the display, the suspension, the dismissal of people in the security sector of the country, from the NSA to the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency to the Liberia National Police, and all across the different security sectors. We have seen how compromised the security sector has been over the years. And it is not because, they are available to be compromised. It is because the big people up there, and Gregory Coleman was absolutely right. It is because of the big people up there. They are the one engineering these different nefarious, calculative ideas to compromise the security apparatus of our country and make sure that the land is vulnerable and drug becomes a major thing in our country to destabilize the peace and security of the country and make sure that the young people are victims of drug in the country. And this fight is the responsibility of the security apparatus and Gregory Coleman. Of late, Gregory made it clear that the security sector is being compromised. And top government officials in this government are compromised and they are dealing drug. Immediately, Gregory made that statement. A lot of activists, political pundits, and talk show people, they started to be very, very much concerned. They've been concerned about the statement made by the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman. And they said, Gregory must be able to identify the people he was talking about. And in no time you saw people from the Liberia National Police, people like Bola Dean, the rest of the other people from the NSA, from other security apparatuses, being linked to the 370 million drug, the 19 million drug, and other small drug situations in the country, being linked to it, being investigated, and being reprimanded by the president. Why it is true that we acknowledge the fact and the activism, the spirit of activism for Martin Colley, we cannot exclusively say Martin Colley is telling lies. Because Martin Colley has a record. This young man has a record. And Martin has done this activism and advocacy for a long time. And it has yielded results. Martin, he's done this activism and advocacy for a long time, and it has yielded results. So Martin said he has intelligence to dismantle the cartel. Martin started with the 19 million drug. How it landed at the Rabat International Airport, people who were connected, believed to be connected. Martin spilled the beans. And we saw the president taking actions. Before we make up our mind, $370 million drug surfaced. And Martin took up the challenge, very bold and flamboyant, with the tenacity, the exuberance, the zest. Martin said he is going to ensure that he dismantles the cartel. Martin linked the ORC of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, Fajaro Biago. Martin alleged that Fajaro was compromised. Martin alleged that the cartel was dealing with Fajaro Biago. That allegation. Fajaro Biago being a respectable man. And like Arthur Johnson said, Fajaro Biago is a victim of public criticism without authentication, without facts, without giving Fajaro Biago his time to prove his innocence. He's a victim. That's what Arthur Johnson said. So Martin Colley accused Fajara Biago of being compromised and dealing with the cartel and behaving as if to say he is fighting drug. And in no time, Martin made some display of a great peacock and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. And the argument ensued, intensified. And Fajara Biago, out of fear and for the protection of his character and all of that, Fajara said, I cannot contain the capacity of the ORC of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency with all these accusations against me. I will recuse myself. And that was an honorable thing for Fajara Biago to do, to recuse himself. It was very honorable. But the fact that Martin Colley alleged that Fajara Biago is connected to the cartel or members of the cartel and is dealing with the cartel does not unequivocally means that Fajara Biago is guilty of the allegation. We live in a society that is very polarized. We live in a society that is absolutely and astronomically polarized. Immediately people accuse you. Even people who do not know you, they start to bully you and they start to say all kinds of nefarious and frivolous things about your character and your person. So when Martin made these allegations, Fajara said, I will recuse myself. I'll recuse myself and let him investigate. And the investigation ensued. And the people said, no, but there's nothing we saw with Fajara Biago. The president gave for the 8 hours for Fajara to be investigated. And the investigation was conducted. And they said, but we don't see Fajara being connected to any of these things that he was accused of. We don't think so. We don't see these things. We don't see them. So we don't want to take it for a face value that Fajara Biago is, connected to the cartel. But Fajara Biago is a victim. He's a victim. With all these different accusations and allegations against the personality of Fajara Biago, I believe no matter how polarized our society is, we cannot judge people based on accusations and allegations. I believe we must be willing. Martin Colley may be displaying, oh yes, this picture, this document was bought in the name of a member believed to be part of the cartel and all of that. But people must be given due process, due diligence to prove their innocence. Because if they do not prove their innocence, these accusations and allegations against their persons could have the proclivity to damage their reputation and make them to look ugly in the society. And it's going to damage even their family reputation. So we have to be very cognizant and cautious of the way we engage into public conversations with people characters. We have to be very cautious. So Fajara Biago, he respected himself. He said, I can't put my character on the line. I will have to recuse myself. Let me recuse myself and let the joint security headed by Oxford 12 investigate if I am connected to the cartel or members of the cartel. Let them investigate. And investigation was conducted. Fajara was not found to be directly involved with the cartel. Now, Martin said the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police is also connected to the cartel. He is receiving, cars and pickups from members of the cartel and is registered in ABC person name. And there is a particular car that is in the convoy of the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police. That particular car was bought by a member of the cartel. By a member of the cartel. Okay, yeah, tell which one of the guys will handle you. I'm on the radio now. No, wait, let it go, wait small. So the Inspector General is connected. That's what is that? The Inspector General is connected. And there is a vehicle that is in the possession of the Liberia National Police, and the Inspector General knows about that vehicle. The Inspector General also gave a pickup, according to the accusation of Martin Colley, that the Inspector General also gave a pickup to the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor Oxford Tway. And that is a gift from the members of the cartel. And I will say this. You see, drug, and I get small person, and I get big person. And more besides, members of the cartel, the drug cartel, they will always look for big people to deal with. That is the precept. That is the concept. That is the methodology in which these people can be able to, sell their goods and their products. That is the way they can be able to assess their products. So the members of the cartel will not deal with ordinary people. They will deal with the people who can give the command and instructions. In case their consignments are arrested, they just make one call and they say, my man, whatever is inside of that thing you arrest, make sure you leave it now. And make sure wherever that thing is going, accompany them, carry it there, they will give you transportation, they'll give you something to put in your pocket, and you leave. That is what the cartel members can do. They will deal with the hierarchy. Those are the echelon of power in order to get their goods to sell. Now, these allegations are made against the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman. And Martin said Gregory Coleman is linked to receiving gifts from the cartel. And more besides, Gregory also extended the rewards, the gift from the cartel to the Justice Ministry. The Justice Ministry had to come and make clarity of gifts. Now, let me say this for a fact. I am not going to tell you that we discredit the investigation of Martin Colley. No. I am not going to tell you that we'll discredit the investigation of Martin Colley. No. But I am not also going to tell you that we are going to agree 100% with the investigation of Martin Colley. Martin has done significantly well in terms of investigating people in this country. There are times Martin has slipped. There are times Martin has done well in terms of making sure people who have not acquired, the requisite credential that are holding public offices, bigger offices in private and public sectors, Martin has demonstrated a huge responsibility in terms of protecting the value, sanity, and dignity of the country. That people must be able to access public offices and private offices based on meritocracies, not to buy their way through. Martin has done incredibly well for this country. So I cannot tell you that we are going to trash everything Martin is saying, but I cannot also tell you that everything Martin is saying is true. No. The government has a responsibility to fight this thing holistically. People are calling for the recusal of Gregory Coleman. Say Gregory should resign. Let Gregory leave. Gregory is compromised. These very same people, some of them that are calling for the recusal of Gregory Coleman, Martin Colley came again and said he has concrete evidence that the former vice president, Juan Howard Taylor, is directly linked to members of the cartel. Immediately, Martin came up and made that allegation. I saw some of the very people that were advocating and canvassing for the recuser of Gregory Coleman. I saw these very same people coming to criticize the investigation of Martin Colley. This is to show that the country is polarized, it's divisive, and people are not conscious about the kind of investigation that Martin Colley does. So when Martin Colley comes out with an investigation and says XYZ person is involved in this, those, the fragment of our population that is against that person will automatically believe that this person is involved without having second thought. The very people who support that other person will say, no, this man is not involved. And that is the reason why you see the Unity Party people are standing strong. Most of them are standing strong with Gregory Coleman. Some of them are not standing with Gregory Coleman. They believe that Gregory should recuse himself. But some of them are standing. And the president has just reposed his trust and confidence in Gregory Coleman. And say, in Gregory Coleman, I trust. In Gregory Coleman, I believe. I am reposing confidence and trust in this Gregory Coleman. What does it mean for the investigation of Martin Colley? And people are calling. So what I'm saying is that we should not be hasty. There's something I did in English because history generalization. Don't hastily judge. We already have a divided and polarized society that is politically charged. And when Martin Colley comes out with an accusation against someone, where everybody run, whoa, yeah. And once Martin say it, then it means this person is involved. This person is accused. This person must go. This person must leave. Now, it is also good to follow the trend of Fajaro Biago. You saw what Fajaro Biago did? Immediately, Martin accused Fajaro Biago. Fajaro recused himself. This is to distinguish the accusation from his integrity. Let me recuse myself, go and face investigation, and make sure that my character, my reputation is protected. Fajaro recused himself. Now Martin is accusing even the Justice Minister of the country and the Police Inspector General. Why we cannot dispute that everything Martin Colley is saying is wrong, but we cannot also agree that everything Martin Colley is saying is right. No. So what we can optimize is that the government must acknowledge the fight of Martin Colley. Now they see Martin to be a dangerous guy, Probably they don't want to associate because Martin is accusing. I believe this fight should be collective. The president has reposed his confidence and trust in Gregory Coleman. I don't know how much you will fight to get him out because it is the president that can decide whether Gregory stays or leaves. And more besides. To the ordinary people, the president is not going to make decisions based on how some of you feel. No. The Constitution does not give the president that dictates that you must decide when certain people in the country do not feel comfortable, when certain people in the country are alleging that they are dissatisfied with the way the country has been run. No. The Constitution gave the president the responsibility, the authority to decide what he wants for the country. Yes, that's what the Constitution gave the president, to decide what he wants for the country. There were times in this country, people protested and they demanded that President Weah should take a certain decision to dismiss Samuel Twe and Nathaniel McGill. People staged protests in this country to ensure that President George Weah dismissed these people. But what happened? The Constitution does not say that the Liberian people must decide for the president to make the decision. No, the president makes the decision guaranteed by the Constitution in the interest of the Liberian people. So some of you say, oh, the president must decide, Gregory Coleman must go, the president must remove Gregory Coleman, blah, 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 blah. The president has just reposed his confidence and trust and credibility in Gregory Coleman. That is to tell you that Gregory is not going. That is a clear definition that the president has reposed his confidence in Greg. Gregory is not going, and the president is not going to make his determination and decision based on the way you think he should do it. No, the president is not going to do that. The president is not going to make a decision based on a lot of people complaining on Gregory Cuomo, so you let Gregory Cuomo go. No, that is not the way. But I am also saying that this government must take interest in making sure that these allegations being raised by Martin Colley be taken seriously. These are great allegations. They must be taken seriously. Martin is doing an incredible job. I cannot tell you for free. I cannot tell you for a fact that everything Martin is saying is right. I cannot also say that everything Martin is saying is wrong, but he's doing an incredible job. Can the government make sure that whatever that Martin is doing, because Martin's work that he's doing has yielded some fruits. Martin's work that he's doing has yielded some fruits. It is through Martin Colley that today Vijaya Piago is no more with the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. It is through Martin today that there were people who were having fraudulent degrees in this country. Martin investigation has unraveled the bar academic practices in the country. So Martin is doing an incredible job. And these things he's doing is for the benefit of our country. But while we can acknowledge that these things he's doing is in the best interest of our country, we cannot also say that because he accused somebody, that means the president is guilty. I don't agree with that philosophy. I don't agree with that analogy. I think the government should see reason to be able to work with Martin Colley. Maybe they think Martin Colley that they are enemy now. But I don't believe that accusing Gregory Cuomo of being part of the cartel is something that warrants that we must demand the president say, Mr. President, remove Gregory Cuomo now. No, the president is not going to. The president is not going to take decisions based on how certain people in the country feel. Jaguar recently, when Martin posted, Martin said, we have credible information that the former vice president, Juan Howard Taylor, is directly connected to the drug cartel in the country. The very people that were calling on the recusal of Gregory Cuomo because of Martin Colley accusation, the very people started attacking Martin Colley. So it tells you how divided and polarized the country is. And that we have to be careful because accusing people, we accuse people, everybody must agree that, oh yeah, because Martin accused the man, so the man is conflicted, the man is connected, the man should go, the man should leave. No. Let us be time conscious, patient, and allow the government to ensure that the fight against drug is achieved. If the government is compromised, we're going to know. And people within the government has already started leaving the government. And people within the government have already started being dismissed and prosecuted. Let's watch and let's see how the government is going to handle this fight against illicit drug in our country. We cannot be judgmental and hasty in our generalization. No, I don't agree with that. I basically don't agree with that. So the president has reposed his confidence in Gregory Cuomo. I cannot come on this platform and say, oh, Gregory Cuomo is compromised, Gregory Cuomo will go, blah, 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 blah. I cannot do that. All these things in the public lens are allegations. Allegations are not facts. They're not true. They're not true. Even with the situation with the former vice president, these things are allegations until proven. We have a society that soon somebody comes in the public and says something about you, boom, that's true. Everybody agrees. Nobody wants to investigate because John Brown said, oh yes, then the man is conflicted. How many of you, if we open the line now, how many of you can call on this platform and say, yes, I got evidence outside of Martin Colley's accusations. I got evidence that Gregory Cuomo is connected to the cartel. We want to do our things based on, feelings and how we feel and blah, 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 and all of that. No. So the ball is in Gregory's court. The president said he believes in Gregory Cuomo. Gregory Cuomo too is dead with all the allegations against Gregory Cuomo. Gregory Cuomo is dead. Will Gregory Cuomo say, because of my integrity, and my character, I want to recuse myself and go through these different investigations. That could be a good thing for Gregory to do. But I don't want the public to come up and say, oh, we're going to judge Gregory Comer because Martin Colley accused him. They see Martin Colley that is accusing Gregory Comer. They see Martin Colley is also accusing the former vice president. So where do we stand? Let's go to the lines and take a few calls. Our guests will soon be in 0770 131318 on this flat day. 0770 131318 are the numbers to call. Yeah, it is the holidays edition of the program Heat of the Nation. Yes, our guests will soon be in. Let's go to the lines and take your calls. I know everybody is busy somehow, and yes, let's go to the lines and take your calls on 0770 131318. Yes, the calls are already coming in. 0770 131318. Let's go to the lines and take your call. Hello. Yes, go ahead, sir. What is the name and where you joining me from? From Bandersville. Go ahead quickly. You can't believe him. Ridiculous. And that is what we're saying. That is exactly what we're saying. All of the things Martin is saying, all these things are allegations. All these things are allegations until proven. He needs to get the facts. He needs to get the facts. Exactly. Thank you very much. Let's leave you there. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another caller. Hello. Go ahead very quickly, sir. What is the name and where you join us from? Go ahead quickly. No. It was not Martin Colley who said that. The former vice president was already arrested in police custody when Martin Colley just confirmed that the former vice president is directly connected to the cartel. Mm-hmm. So because Martin accused the inspector general of the Liberia National Police, does that mean that Gregory Comer should recuse himself? So, but these things are allegations. They're not facts. So the fact that you accuse somebody of being connected to something doesn't mean the person is directly connected. These are allegations. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take another caller. Hello. What is your name, sir, and where do you call from? Sam, go ahead very quickly, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take another caller here. Hello. I'm doing fine, sir. What is your name and where you join us from? Avocado. Go ahead, my brother. And it was the same Martin Colley who said that he wrongly posted the car that he accused Ami Moda of. But that's what I'm saying. Did you see Martin apologizing to Ami Moda a couple of days ago? It was the car he posted at Bella Casa. Exactly. That's what I was saying. So public outcry does not determine that you are convicted. It doesn't determine that you did the crime. But what we're saying is that when the public is complaining about, if the public is persistently complaining about your operations and your allegation, it is also good that you recuse yourself. All right. Thank you very much. Let's leave you there and take another caller. Hello. Go ahead, sir. What is your name and where you join us from? Go ahead quickly, sir. All right. So that is why we're saying, these accusations are not facts. Thank you. You think he slipped? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this caller. Hello. Yes, sir. What is your name and where you joining us from? Go ahead quickly, my brother. Go ahead quickly. Exactly. The president reposed his confidence in Gregory Coleman, the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. We take 3 more calls and then we get to our guest. Hello. Good afternoon. How you doing? Ma'am happy Flag Day. Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. So we just starting all over. So you think with the accusations around Gregory Coleman, you think he should recuse himself? Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll take 2 more calls and then we. Hello. Go ahead. I'm fine. What is your name? Where you join us from? In Gardnersville. Go ahead. Okay. For the sake of public outcry. All right. Let him step aside like a Fajaro Biago did. Hello? Why are you calling my private number? Why are you calling my private number? Oh, thank you very much. Let's take the second to the last from this line. Hello, go ahead. I'm doing fine. You were the second to the last caller. We have to wrap it up. Our guests are already here. So you believe Henry Costa? No, but you can make these allegations, man, Mr. Sion. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm getting tired with the calls now. Hello. Hey, my dear sister, happy Flag Day. Yeah, patient, go ahead from Jupiter Road. Hey, patient, man, you ain't trust the president of that, man, patient. Yeah. Thank you very much. The last caller. We can take all these calls, man. Good afternoon, my brother. What is your name? Where you call us from? Go ahead from Johnsonville. All right. No, no, no. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's why. That's why. That's why you can't say that for the sake of this platform. You for the sake of this platform, that's why. No, we don't have problem with you disagreeing, but for the sake of the platform, you can make these wild allegations. I will not have problem when you disagree. I will not have problem. Trust me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This will be our very last call. I'm not taking any call after this. I can't continue all the calls. Hello? Yes, sir. You are our very last caller. I have to take our guest. Go ahead from Central Virginia. Thank you very much. We can take all the calls. I don't think we can take all the calls. Gentlemen, we can just wear our earpiece. We have the guys from the newly established Citizen Movement for Change. Oh my God. Hey, hey. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we have the guys from the Citizen Movement for Change. The CMC, we have the Montserrado County. No, we can't take all the calls. We apologize. Let's go to this section, then we'll take the calls because our guests from the CMC, they are already here. So we can't go into the time, but we will take the show up to maybe 5:16 or 5:20. So gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome you. We have Mr. Sidiki Kamara, who is the Montserrado County chairperson. And then we have Mr. Andrew Fire Jr., who is the secretary for the Montserrado County, assistant secretary. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Foka FM.
Thank you. Pleasure is ours.
Mr. Fire?
Thank you, young brother. I want to say thank you for inviting not just us, but the party, the BKS county in our country politics. And I want to say thank you for doing that.
How's things, Mr. Chairman? How's the Montserrado County chapter of the Citizen Movement for Change? How is it? How is it looking like?
Oh well, we are moving greatly. I think of recent we've been seeing that activities conducted by the CMC around Montserrado. So everything is moving in accordance to what is being planned.
Okay.
Montserrado is okay.
And you believe that the CMC is gaining ground in Montserrado County?
Yeah, definitely. Every day, every single day, the CMC is gaining ground. Our membership continue to also increase in Montserrado County. And definitely we can give that assurance that by 2029, with the signs we are seeing that the CMC will be one of the political parties that will give a one round victory.
Wow. That's big.
Yeah.
So let's go into the merit of the conversation. Mr. Montserrado County Chairperson of the Citizen Movement for Change, the establishment of the CMC poses a serious competitiveness in the Liberian politics. What does the CMC bring to Liberian politics? What is that core value that the CMC brings to the politics of our country? It's a newly introduced party. Mr. Bility has been in the political space for a long time, and he has decided now this time he is not going to be behind the scene and supporting other politicians to become president, but he believes that he himself, can be president of the country. So what new does the CMC bring to the body politics of our country?
Thank you very much for that question. We as a political institution, CMC in short, we choose to have bring a new political conversation to Liberia.
New political conversation.
New political conversation. So this time around, we choose that our political conversation should be merely centered around citizens. Citizens. Not just citizens, it should also be centered around accountability, development, and responsible leadership. For us as a political institution, politics should not simply be about elections.
Okay.
We don't believe in that. Not just the position or who controls the government, but for us who choose to see it differently.
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 The citizen movement for change.
Yeah. So we think politics must be about improving life of ordinary Liberians, not just improving life by making promises, but doing things that will improve the day-to-day activities of our citizens.
Right.
Like for instance, of recent, if you've been following the CMC, we have been very impactful when it comes to Liberian politics from our angle, making some direct impact on people's life daily, which is road, bridges.
Yes, I've seen some of these different constructions by the citizen movement for change in different counties across the country.
Like I just said earlier, that is the different conversation we're trying to bring to Liberian politics. So you did mention about the core value of the CMC.
Yes, the core value.
The core value of the CMC is people-centered leadership.
Okay.
We feel that is lacking in our country, and we choose to use that dimension to have a fruitful result. Not just people-centered leadership, we also believe that citizens should not be voters just during election, but they should be actively participating in determining how their country is being governed.
Okay.
You know, you may have the opportunity to serve in a position as a government official. That does not make you to know everything. That does not make you to be all-knowing. So sometimes soliciting views from citizens, knowing what they need on their daily basis, what they have been affected with, can also safeguard you during the course of your governance.
That is what the citizen movement for change is going to be involved with.
That's why we tend to do it. That's why currently we are established, expanding also. So we are also promoting a politics where competency, integrity, accountability, and development matters.
Okay.
That is one of those core values that we are currently working on. Like you said, I think you've been observing some of our activities. As a newly funded political party, we are just about 1 year plus. But I think the impact is being greatly felt by the Liberian people.
Right.
Where people was in a dilemma of looking for a political institution where can have people being involved in it, making the decisions, suggesting people that are always, or an institution that is willing to listen to the Liberian people craft issues that they are affected with. So that is one of the trends, that is one of our core values that I just mentioned. So the CMC is saying to the Liberian people, politics can be done differently.
Differently. Now you talk about differently. I don't understand your context of different. A difference. What do you mean differently? We have been doing politics in this country for a long time. We have fought for multi-party democracy. We have also ensured that we give the presidency to a woman. That is political. The political differences. We have been, giving rice and beans and oil, to the voters. How is the CMC willing to do politics differently in this country?
I think you have over here the political leader on OK FM or sometimes maybe on 2 FM. He always mentioned this statement that always resonates in my mind whenever I'm having conversation or political engagement. He said that dollarizing the people mind won't take the country anywhere.
Dollarizing.
Dollarizing, meaning every single day when you have people gathering, chanting, some political words or jargons, saying whatsoever things that they can say to politically impress you, and you just put your hand in your pocket, start to dollarize that money, give them a little of nothing that can even sell them for more than 1 or 2 days. In CNC, we said we are saying no to that.
Okay.
We should come up with a system or build a system that can sustain our citizens for a very
It's not just giving them the rights to eat.
Not just giving them
Not just giving them the pocket change.
Pocket change, but we should do some tangible things that tomorrow, even if we having to take a year or either a decade to him max or no developmental assistant to serve as our history or our legacy.
Right.
That's what the CNC believe in, but not just going around, dollarizing people's mind. That is one of the systems we try to change in our political dynamics. So, like I was saying, so the CMC is saying to the Liberian people, politics can be done differently, leadership can be more accountable, and governance can be made to work for government can be made to work for the ordinary citizens.
Okay. So these are the different things the CMC is bringing to the political space of our country.
Yeah, those are some of the different. We can absorb everything within this conversation, but those are the cardinal ones we try to mention as a regard to some of the core values that the CNC gets to bring to.
Yes, to bring to the border politics. Let's get to Andrew. Andrew, you listened to the Montserrat County chairperson talking about some of the core values that the CNC has got to bring to the border politics of our country. Probably you want to stimulate the conversation on some of the core values, and maybe you want to expatiate on some of the things the Montserrat County chapter person said about the integrity and the inclusion of CNC into the border politics of our country.
Thank you very much. I must appreciate, having such a young leader like a man of such who believe that young people should come around and then provide what they have in them. It tells that he is a direct replica of our political leader, because if you look at the CMC now, you will
just get the microphone to yourself, small. Get it to yourself. So yeah,
thank you.
Go ahead.
So when you look at the CMC now, you will understand that the CMC is in present-day Liberia is the only party that we think that have more young people at the verge of making decisions. Because one thing you should also understand,
that is a presumption.
No, it's clear.
It's not a fact. It's a presumption.
Imagine now, the Secretary General of the party is the youngest SG in our country history. You know about that.
Yeah, but there's a political party called the Economic Freedom Fighter. They also have very young people in that political party.
When we put the age on a scale, you will understand that the CMC will always win a debate of allowing young people to sit on the table and decide what should happen for our country. Because imagine now, the country population, 65% is of the young people.
Right.
So if you have the young people on the table of a CMN party deciding what should happen for our country, then you understand that the party means very well for our country. So my chairman said it all right, and I don't think from what some of us have already observed into Liberia politics, we know that the CMC comes to the table with a total, let's say, better politics. It's not a politics as usual, wherein you will see a particular political person or institution. We come to our people, bring them T-shirt, bring them best of rice, bring them, lapper. No, the CMC is saying that for us, we want to do it differently. We want to, when we are talking to the people, we are telling them that these are things that the party have already started doing, or in fact the party have done, and then it's not more about just the election, but at least Liberia should at least change from the kind of politics that we have enjoyed for a very long time.
What kind of politics the CMC is intending to change? Because the regular politics is the same thing all the different political parties are involved with. So I don't understand from the CMC's perspective what new they are coming to change. I don't understand.
So until a person who lives far away from Liberia, or the person that does not understand Liberia person, the politics, and how CMC have impacted or how the party have transformed the politics right now. You and I know CMC is not like the party that will just come and give political speeches. But you know that the party decided that the citizens should have a say in what is to happen for their country.
Are there other political parties that are not doing exactly what CMC is doing?
I think since 2005 up to now, we have not seen it apart from the CMC. I think so. And every young people who are in the country understand that for a fact. So these are new way of how the party want our country to be. Because the fact of the matter is that we have had the same old thing every election year continuously. But CMC decided, no, it should not be about talking. It should not be about I come and stand and then I just speak all of the big grammar. It's about how can I put my hands to work that will benefit the people. So that's how it's like.
So let me ask you this question. According to the recent record, the CMC is the only political party, because we're driving through the development agenda of the CMC, moving from one end to another and making some monumental developmental projects in a lot of districts around the country. So pundits believe that Musa Bility is the only political driving force behind the CMC. And in the absence of Mr. Bility, the CMC crumbles. The CMC can no longer be a sustainable political party. We saw the same thing with the PLP, the late Dr. Cassell, and other political institutions. Political pundits believe that the CMC is built around Mr. Musa Bility, and in the absence of Mr. Musa Bility, the CMC becomes a political non-entity. Mr. Fire, how do you respond to that before we get to the chairman?
I want to get your question in a common sense so that the ordinary people who are following the show, you will get the most simplest answer. So I would ask that you just.
You want me to reiterate my question?
And then
political pundits, politicians believe that the CMC depends on Mr. Bility to survive. In the absence of Mr. Bility, the CMC becomes a political non-entity. That means the CMC will never exist. The CMC will not be talked about. Now, how do you respond to the perception, the way people are thinking about the CMC, that it is centered around Mr. Bility?
So I don't think so. And the ordinary people do not think so. Because for a fact, one person cannot run a serious political institution like the CMC, and then the party have grown quickly, and the party have provided that level of environment that the ordinary masses have grown into the party with a free hand. I don't think so that one man can do so. I don't think. Look, the party is centered around the people. The CMC. The CMC is centered around the people. The establishment and even the life of the CMC is of the people. This is why when you look at the party, you say for the people and by the people. Now, those statements will only come from people who think that those developmental work that the party is doing, it is hurting them because they've been within the country politics for a very long time. They have not contributed something meaningful to our country growth. But a new fresh party like the CMC and our political leader have provided much more to our party growth. Even the ordinary masses can even attest to it. So such statement will only come from people who believe that all of the good workings of the party, they think that it is only about our PL. But one thing you should also understand, he is the head of the party, he is the one that gives us direction, but that does not indicate or it means that he is the only person that is driving the party.
That is the sole financier of the political party.
I don't think so.
Mr. Monserrato County Chairperson, a lot of people believe that Mr. Musa Ability is the only person supporting the CMC, and outside of Mr. Musa Ability, there is no other person or there is no major financier that is supporting the citizen movement for change. How do you respond to that?
That's why we deem it necessary to have gone digital. So when you check on the CMC website, you also have a specific area being created for whatsoever donations that is being given by the ordinary citizens or ordinary member of the CNC. That is one aspect where we get our resources from. We also pay tax. We do rally, we do lobbying. I think currently as we speak, the PO is now in America. It's in the United States of America, doing a tour in the States. Those are all means that we generate funding from to carry on this development that is currently ongoing around the country. So if someone having to sit probably with their speculation saying that the political leader is the only source of income of the CMC, they must be joking. The CMC is a political institution that is structured. Even in the absence of the current political leader now, the CNC must survive. And it is a legacy that is being built that will serve generations to come. So the CMC is now built around an individual rather than me, the chairman, the secretary, or any other official of the party.
But it's built around the people in the party.
The people, the masses.
And the decision of the party is decided by the political leader or the party themselves, the partisans themselves.
The parties in this.
Because these are speculations that Mr. Ability is the opinion of the political party, and he decides where the party goes.
No.
These are the opinions.
It is the people that decide where the party goes. Whatsoever things that the people decide, we implement that or go about it.
You implement it.
Yeah.
And you go about it.
The will of the people. That's why we always hear about the people for the people.
All right. So this thing about the CMC, the introduction of the CMC into the border politics of our country, they are concerned. The CMC is concerned about the different sectorial aspects of the country. Now, what will be the basic things the CMC will be looking forward to address upon taking power, if given to the CMC? Because the establishment of every political party is to get state power. Mr. Ability wants to be president. He believes that there are things Madam Salih did not do. He believes that there are some things that Mr. Weah didn't do. And he believes that there are things that Mr. Bouaka is not doing, that he, Mr. Musa Ability, wants to do. So what specifically the CMC is going to be looking forward to do, provided if they are given the responsibility to lead the country after 2029, Mr. Chairman or Mr. Fayad, can you respond to that?
Okay. Like you directly asked the question, I think if I may have understood your question, you said what are the basic things the CMC is looking forward to address upon taking state power?
Exactly.
Meaning sector by sector.
The sectors, yeah. The different sectors you want to change in the country: educational sector, the health sector, the infrastructure, and all of that.
not just if giving power, if we having to assume power by 2029, which is something that is going to be reality very soon.
Okay.
And we believe that by 2030, January will be inaugurating Honorable Musa Hassan Beliti as the next president of Liberia, which we are 100% sure of. So if given the opportunity to lead Liberia, the CMC should approach government through clear priorities, meaning things that have been prioritized, things that are affecting the common citizens in the country, things that we should address immediately. So one of those things that we outlined was education.
Education.
Yeah. We need to improve the quality of education. I think of recent one, the wise result of giving was somehow downhearted and disappointing. You also have some Liberian students currently living from Liberia. They have to go and attend sometime in Ghana, attending in some other East African or Central African country, because those people deem it necessary that the sale of them, sending their children or their students out of countries to go learn the business skills, but rather they desire to build this institution within the nation. Any country that does not have a better human capacity will always have a back forwarders. So we believe that we should be improving quality education, strengthening teacher training, which is part of building quality education, improving school infrastructure. I think of recent you've been hearing some little murmuring and dissatisfaction with the student unification part.
About the deplorable condition of the University of Liberia and all of that.
And one of the things we also have to work on currently, when you have in ourselves Liberia, we have a lot of private universities, private high schools,
private colleges. Then the government-run institutions. So these are things that CMC.
These are things we intend to that we will address by starting from 2030 upward during the course of our time in power. Because definitely by 2029, we are going to introduce something that we call the one round victory.
The CMC.
When you don't even discuss our second runoff. So upon our inauguration in January, these are some of the things that we are going to prioritize: technical schools, vocational educations. And the second to that, we are also going to see how best we can address some issue as it comes to healthcare.
Healthcare.
That is one of the cardinal issues that we have been faced with currently in Liberia, where you have even some of our officials, when they have to get healed, they have to travel to Ghana, India, you name the rest.
These are Mr. County Chairperson. These are things that we normally hear from these different political parties in the country. Almost all the political parties, this is just a normal platform. We address the healthcare, the educational, the human capacity building infrastructure. We are going to make sure we do this, we do that, everything. And when you give them power, everything changes.
Yeah, definitely.
And the CMC is coming with the same manifesto, the same platform.
No, there's a very big difference, because those guys, they didn't even initiate the developmental agenda that they have prior to even getting state power. But we are saying to the Liberian people that we already intend to do these things. For the common Liberian people to have that trust or faith within us, we will do this percentage. As a political institution, we'll take the initiatives of improving some health sectors. Well, I think it was some part of last year, political leader donated some ambulance and other stuff to Ban Healthcare, Saklepi, and other places. We'll be making great impact when it comes to healthcare.
Okay.
But you can address as an institution, not having control over national cover, you can address all those issues out of your own personal funding. But rather you should make the people to believe that indeed I don't have much, but a little one that I have, at least I can do my possible best, or let me introduce what I'm about to do if I having to assume power by 2029 and be inaugurated by 2030. So that why we always we don't believe in mere promises. but we do things. Like normal Liberian people always call the CMC the talk and do political institution of Liberia currently. Whenever you see the political leader having to appear somewhere, make a commitment on behalf of the party, and definitely in less time, you have this commitment being delivered. So we don't want just to leave a commitment or political promises the other political party, but rather we want to do the little one that we can do in our little capacity, so that at least if we having to be given the opportunity to assume power by 2030, or if we having to assume power by 2030, then we can try to improve these sectors.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to Mr. Fire. Mr. Fire, you listen to the chairperson. The CMC is according to him, you guys are coming to power in 2030. That means 1-1 victory for the CMC in 2029. We are looking at a very competitive elections. The Unity Party will be recontesting. The CDC is going back to contest the elections. The CMC is claiming a 1-round victory. An opposition political party. We want to know how good is the CMC. But before that, we are concerned to know whether the CMC is concerned about changing the sectorial aspect of our country. You listen to the chairman, he spoke about the educational sector, he spoke about the healthcare. Basically, what are some of the things on the minds of the CMC that they look forward to changing in terms of sectors?
Thank you. You make a statement, you said, according to the chairman, the chairman said that the CMC is going to win
a 1-round victory. Yeah.
So that is not according to the chairman, but it is according to the parliament. It is according to the masses of our people,
okay,
who have decided. And because they send a message to the chairman to tell the chairman that he should tell the PL 2029 that will be a 1-round victory.
It's a 1-round victory.
So I don't want you to say according to the chairman.
Yeah, but it is the chairman that is speaking. I am not an integral. I am not an integral of your party. The chairman has just said it.
We are
that 2029 is a 1-round victory for the CMC.
So that is to say the people have already signed it. So 2029, the CMC 1-round victory is sure. Honorable Berete, who will be the president comes 2030, when he shall take it over. And the chairman talks about education, right?
Education.
Look, from 2005 up to now, one of the things that have challenged our education sector in this country is the lack of trained teachers.
Qualified teachers.
Qualified teachers. And the CMC will prioritize teacher welfare, teacher well-being.
All the different political parties have said these things,
but
it's not a new message.
They have said it, and the people gave them the chance, but they failed on that.
And they're not doing it.
But the CMC,
but that's what you're saying the same thing.
The CMC is coming to the people differently.
The Unity Party owner Ellen Johnson said in 6 months' time she was going to electrify the whole Monrovia, make sure that she improved the educational system. George Weah said he was going to do it better than Ellen said. Joseph Barker said the same thing. Now the CMC is saying the very same thing. So it is a playbook.
If you electrify Monrovia and then you do not electrify the minds of our people, then you have not given the country light. And the CMC,
it means the country is still in darkness.
100%. But the CMC, when the CMC shall take in power 2029, 2030, the CMC will electrify the minds of our people.
Wow.
Look, we have more than 20 to 30,000 volunteer teachers in a place here. But the CMC is saying, no, teachers have been forgotten. 100%. And once you don't have a qualified teacher or the teacher welfare is not being handled properly, you will have a damaged classroom. Even at UL, imagine the teachers are there, even they are even crying for what they are working for. It is not coming. Imagine now, in a 21st century Liberia, we are still having children sitting on the floor on black in a classroom. But the CMC is saying, once you shall take power, 2029, 2030, the CMC will provide a conducive classroom. that Liberia have not seen since 2005 up to now.
Those are beautiful political promises made to the people.
It is not promises.
These promises were made before.
Look, it is not promises because the CMC is the party of developmental politics, but not just about political speeches. And yet I know, and the Liberia knows about that.
What do I know?
Because look, the CMC did not just come to Liberia politics with just making words, but the CMC came to the politics with providing tangibles, development to the people. So, for example, now, if a girl have a man that come to her with a clear heart, and the man have already given what the girl need to improve her life. And then the man say, if you marry me, I will do more. You think that girl will lead that man and then go to the guy that will say, they'll marry me before I start doing it? It will not happen. So this is how it's like. So CMC is the man that come to
that is already providing.
That already providing. So she is saying that if you marry me by giving me state power, I will provide more. But others are saying, give me a fight before I provide it. So this is what we are saying.
So that's the kind of different style of politics the CMC is bringing to the political space.
That is how the CMC is like. And this count is for what we call this the people-centered development.
Wow.
And we look at our health sector. Go Nima, go Bon County, go Lofa to where our president from. Go in the southeast. In fact, I don't want to carry off farm. Go right here, redemption. You will see, look, redemption is a clear example that politicians who have controls the state, they have failed when it comes to health sectors. But the CMC, she is not in state power, but she has tried in her weak ways to support community health sectors and even national health sectors by providing those medical equipment that are needed, at least that will facilitate a decent health for our people. So when the CMC is given power, which is sure, the CMC is going to improve the health sector, provide a quality and more affordable health sector for the ordinary people, not for the politicians that will take their children from here and fly in abroad, at this place, India, and then at the end, the people sweat and cry will leave behind there, and then they will stay there. Some of them may not come back to Liberia. But the CMC is saying we will provide a health sector wherein even the president on mobility to the 30 will go to redemption to get quality health care, which will be a clear example to the people that if your president on mobility is going at the place here, redemption or JFK for treatment, then it means the CMC is doing well. Then it means the ordinary people that this place is trusted. But let us be fair. When last have we seen from 2005 to now a certain president going to JFK or redemption to get treatment? They are not happy, but the CMC will do so. Then you know that we will not break the law of the president. So the president will improve the health sector to the place where the ordinary people will have an affordable and quality health sector where the president himself will go there with the people to do so. And lastly, the agriculture.
Agriculture. CMC is going to focus on agriculture.
I think our president master fee is agriculture. But I don't think agriculture, I don't think there have been much done in agriculture in present day Liberia. But the CMC will do so. And look, when you go Nima County, particularly in district number 7, you will feel the actual reality of what we are saying because the people there, they are seeing it because the resources of the people, the little money that our PL is controlling for the people on that part of the country, the PL is giving it 100% back to the people through agriculture, healthcare, education. And one of the things that the CMC will touch so greatly that have been affecting our country is good governance.
Good governance.
And corruption government where there will be no,
All these things are just the repeat of the regular things
But-
politicians in time
but
have said.
the CMC and her political leader is a clear example of what she is saying when she have taken power comes 2029, 2030. The CMC have already started providing these things. So that's how it's like.
Let's move forward. Our guests are the Montserrado County Chairperson of the Citizen Movement for Change, the CMC, Mr. Siddiqui S. Kamara. He's accompanied by the Assistant Secretary General of the Youth Angle of the CMC. Am I getting it right? Montserrado County Assistant Secretary General, Mr. Andrew Fayad Jr. They are my guests today on this Flag Day holiday presentation. Now let's move forward. Now, for any political party to have that political astronomical optimism to say we'll win election in 2029 or anytime we'll win election, there must be a reality of population convergence. The CMC is a political party that was established nearly 2 years ago. And there are other political parties like the CDC, the Liberty Party, the current ruling Unity Party or governing Unity Party, coupled with other political parties that have been existing for a long time. So if the CMC is optimistic about a one-round victory in the 2029 elections, that means we must have a conversation around the membership population of the party. Now, what informs your decision of a one-round victory? Can you tell us, can you tell the people listening to this interview about the membership capacity of the Citizen Movement for Change? How strong, how large, how capacitated is the membership of the CMC to project a one-round election victory in 2029, making Musa Ability the president of the Republic of Liberia? Can you tell us that?
Thank you very much. Since the establishment of the CMC, I always like to refer to the CMC, the mighty CMC. We have been pursuing grassroots membership expansion around Liberia. And the party owns its own public platform.
Okay.
Like I mentioned earlier, when you want to get more information as regard to the party, its membership, and other necessary details that you want to get, you just go to cmc.lrb.com.
Okay.
And when you check there, now I can give you the current figure of our membership, because as we speak currently, you may have thousands of people now currently trying to fill in their form to be a member of the CMC. So every second that passes, membership number increases. That is based on what we have introduced into the Liberian politics. So maybe probably right after this, you can do your research on the website and you will get the actual figure currently of our membership.
Okay.
And it is not just about membership, but beyond this number, what is important for us as CNC is why the people are joining the institution.
Okay.
Why is it? Other people that was always part of a political institution, or some that choose to not believe into political institution or believe in political institution are currently running to the CMC. That is one of the things that really matters to us as a political institution, because the undesired voters, if they can sit in their own personal corner and make that decisions that, yeah, indeed, I was the one that said I was not going to get involved in politics, because these political institutions have been into politics or have been in power since 2005 up to late, have just been making promises to the Liberian people, and they have not fulfilled their promises. But this time around, the alternative, which we refer to as Terling, Terling and the best alternative link. So with the kind of politics those people are introducing to the Liberian people, I think it will be much better that we follow this institution, and we believe this institution will not let us down. That is the main reason why is prompting us,
Okay.
giving us the assurance that if the Liberian people can have or receive this resonating message about the CMC, then definitely Liberian people are ready for the change that they've long been waiting for.
You're talking about the incremental step of the membership of the Citizen Movement for Change, that is the CMC. Are we talking of over 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, up to a million names and recruits to the membership of the CMC? What are we talking about? What is the specific in terms of the numerical strength of the CMC?
Like I said earlier, every second that passes, membership increases. So I've already given you the website. I think you can do your research on that, which is www.lrb.com, and see the tune-up. Maybe probably if you haven't to just click on it, you will see maybe.
You mean www.cmc or what?
www.cmc.com.
Okay.
Or cmclrb.com.
Okay.
You can use any of those and get those basic information, whether it is about the party, the core values, all necessary information you need.
So someone, yes, but before you get to that, someone listening to the radio probably may not have the time to go and search the www.cmclrb.com, but they want to know the strength, the numerical strength of the CMC. Probably to say the CMC number is maybe 50,000, the CMC number is 100,000, the CMC number is maybe the 200,000 voters currently as it stands. So you are the chairperson for mobilization and recruitment, the county chairperson, I'm sorry, the county chairperson of Montserrado County. Now, you can be able to tell us that maybe we have over 100,000 or 200,000 members in our party, or maybe we have 25,000. We have within a short period of time, we're able to raise or we're able to get this amount of number to tell you that the CMC is rapidly growing, intensifying its membership as a political party. Where are we with that?
Yeah, like I said, we are in some hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Just on 2 years.
In less than 2 years.
Okay.
And we also grow by seconds.
Okay.
The only way the CMC membership can stop if you have a clock stopping all around the world.
Oh.
As long as the clocks are moving, and you also have our membership increasing by seconds.
Oh.
So that is just to tell you that if we can obtain
over 100,000
over in a short period of time, if we can obtain a kind of membership, then just imagine what is going to happen in 2 years. The party having to reach 2 years, 3 years, or maybe even a year.
A year to elections. That means it's going to be a whole tsunami.
That is going to be a whole human tsunami. So just imagine that. So these are things that give us the 100% assurance. And you also have some members that have not yet been registered as their statistic. Maybe somebody may go on the website and probably get the figure and say yes, or the chairman was in the office and it was not too specific.
Okay.
Statistic correctly taken by us is not just the member on the website. Sympathizers, well-wishers, and other affiliated members.
Okay.
So in our estimation is around 100 plus thousands. Based on our survey we've been doing around Montserrado in the country at large.
As a political party.
Political institution. And also intend to launch a very massive membership recruitment pretty soon. So that tells you, and that also gave us the assurance that by 2029, the CMC is going to come with a one-round victory. Wow.
Let's move to Andrew Fire. We're talking about the membership capacity of the Citizen Movement for Change. That is the CMC. How strong, how good is the recruitment process? Because there is a projection of a one-round victory in 2029. And the CMC is very optimistic that they will win the elections in 2029, a one-round victory. How good is the membership capacity? You listen to the chairperson of the Montserrado County chapter. He's talking about over 100,000 people. But how is it working from the youth angle of the Montserrado County chapter and that of the Nimba chapter, the Grand Paso chapter, the Sano chapter, all the different county chapters around the country? How is it working from the young people angle he's speaking from the national level. How is it working from the young people angle, Mr. Fire?
Thank you. Thank you. You see, the membership strength of the CMC is not based on paper.
Okay.
It's in reality.
Reality.
And I'm going to give you a clear scenario. When the party got established, she was less than 5 months old. The party participated in the most about tough and more contested by-election in Nema County. A county where the government that controls $1.2+ billion takes a good portion of that money in that county. You have all opposition party there. You have all political parties who have been around for the past 15, 20 years. They were there. But the CMC that came to establishment in less than 5 months participated in that election. The CMC came there with a significant numbers of thousands of young people, our mothers, our fathers, supporting a party, not just by their mouth, but on the ballot. I don't think we have seen that in Liberia political history. That is to show that the party membership strength is not just on a paper, but it is in the living body, heart, and minds of the people. So the CMC membership strength is now more like where you will see, like when our PL or a party star goes somewhere, when you see the people, then you say maybe the people are not there for this, that. But the people have shown to you that a party that came to existence in less than 5 months in a kind of election in Nema County, you see the CMC coming there with a significant numbers, then it send a clear message to you that across the country, the people are gravitating to the party with their heart, mind, and soul because of the developmental politics that the party brings to our country. Look, my chairman said it, for every time the clock turns 1, we have 1,000 persons who have just joined the party. I'm telling you, we are in. We know. We are with the people. The name alone, Honorable Musa Hassan Berete, is a name that perfects people. It's a name that directs the masses of our people. Then you're talking about while we are talking about one-round victory, when the people have already decided on that. Because what we understand is that your script should not only be on the paper or on the website. Your script should be in the reality of the people. And that is the difference that CMC has shown to other parties. So that's why you see there are some newly established parties, there are some political parties, they are coming, but they are still huge because they are not like the CMC. Because they still not understand the road that the CMC passed to be less than 5 months to come there play with a significance of thousands of the people of Nema County voting for the party in less than 5 months. That is not ordinary. It takes our political leader and the party together. It takes the developmental workings, how well the party have touched the life of our people. So look, the membership of the party is in good standing, it is strong, and before we even end this 2026, I can assure you the CMC will have 1 million+ member, not just on the website, but in reality.
All right. So let's move forward. 1 million+ member. My guests are from the Citizen Movement for Change, the CMC. We have the Montserrado County chairperson in our studio, accompanied by Mr. Andrew Fire, who is also from the youth angle of the CMC.
So quickly, I'm the Assistant Secretary General for Region 5, Montserrado County.
Oh, Montserrado County.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not too familiar with the position.
So this is why I told you the CMC is the party that have the young people
Making
on the
decisions
table,
on the
making
table.
decisions.
Oh.
So imagine a young man like me.
All right. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So the CMC is different. Our politics is different.
All the political parties.
Politics is a developmental politics, because imagine now, the young people is 65% of the population of the country, and then you having a party like the CMC having a young people on the table
making decisions.
bringing a brand new ideas that will transform our people's life positively. Telling that our PL Musa Belete is doing well and he meant well for the country.
All right, thank you very much. So, every election there is an objective clause. That means there are possibilities that you win the elections. There are possibilities that you don't win the elections. There were high political stimulus. We've now over the lines here, just order. There are high political stimulus about the ANC. The ANC is a victim of political optimism. The ANC felt that the elections in 2023, they were going to make a significant impact in the elections. But unfortunately, the ANC was one of the most how do I call it? One of the most rejected political parties, with even less than 2% of the votes, owing to the fact that the political leader is a very prominent and popular person. Now, the CMC goes to the elections in 2029, and the CMC does not make it to the second round of the elections with all the political firing, impetus you guys have. And unfortunately, a newly established political party, people say you guys got to go back in your closet and work well, recalibrate, make sure you rejuvenate the spirit of the party and come back in 20, maybe 30 something, to have political state power. What are you guys going to do in terms of political support? Are you willing in 2029 to support any political party if the CMC does not go for a runoff elections, or the CMC does not win a one-round victory like presumed by the members of the CMC in studio?
The CMC is second to none.
Second to none
in Liberia politics. And the CMC being second to none, I don't think such discussion will be on the table. Based on the reality of the people's support to the CMC is second to none. So I will stop there.
Second to none.
Second to none.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
you listen to your colleague talking about possibilities of second round, and the CMC does not make it for second round of the elections. What is the political optimism of the CMC in that case if the CMC does not make it to the second round?
I think you just got your question answered already. Like the assistant secretary said, currently in the country, the CNC is second to none. We are not even dreaming or either anticipating anything that is second round, either a runoff. Like I told you earlier, 2029 is going to be a one-round victory for the CMC. So if we can just win election one round, what is there to think about, having or joining another
But Mr. Chairman, what you're saying looks strange because the post-war politics in Liberia has not provided any statistics of a one-round victory since we came back from the war. The first elections in 2005, we had to go to a second round. The second election in 2017, a second round. 2011, the second round. The third elections in 2017, we had to go to second round. The fourth elections in 2023, we had to go to second round. Is it that CMC is coming to break, the record of a second round elections in 2029? What are we looking at for?
Yeah, like I said earlier, during the course of my introduction, I told you that the CNC is bringing new mobilization to the Liberian politics. So based on these facts, and I'll also repeat that the CMC is now going to be second to none. And we are also going to have that one-round victory as a history making by 2029.
By 2029.
Sure.
Now, in having a one-round victory by 2029, are you looking at liaising with other political parties like the opposition CDC, the opposition ANC? Are you looking at an opposition solidarity, an opposition front to confront the ruling unity party, because obviously the ruling unity party will be on the ballot paper in 2029. And the CMC is claiming, is projecting, is anticipating a one-round victory. That cannot be done solely by the CMC. There must be ideas of collaboration from the opposition bloc. Are you looking in that construct, Mr. Chairman?
I just told you that it is going to be a history making.
History
I didn't
making.
mention anything like collaboration. Or
That means there are too many
coalition.
things on the ground.
So no, what I'm saying in a common English.
You don't need the other political parties?
For now, I'm speaking on behalf of the CMC and what the history making that the CMC is going to have 2029. So as a regard to coalition and other things, I don't think for now, as per what our statistics are showing us, I don't think
there's a need. There's a need
for now.
Mr. Andrew Fire, the CMC, is there a possible need? The opposition has a large number. If you take the statistics from the CDC, that of the ANC, that is the other political parties that contested the elections in 2023, the CNC stands a much better chance to win the elections in 2029 if predicted on a one-round victory. Are there possibilities of an opposition solidarity from the CDC and the CMC perspective?
Thank you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I think the person. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you read the Quran in the Bible, it tells you that not one person.
Mm-hmm. So what are you trying to say?
So, like I told you earlier, the CMC is second to none. Winning a one-round victory, the first step relies on the shoulder of the masses of our people.
Okay.
And also, there is no one person that will tell me that you don't have a friend in your community. It's not possible. We are in the community of the opposition. We believe that the CMC is a friend to all in opposition.
Okay.
At this point, the opposition need what is in the governing party hands. And the CMC is the only authority that can give that to the opposition. So that means opposition.
That means the opposition needs the CMC.
The opposition is with the CMC and the CMC is with the opposition.
So that means they are going to neglect their political ambition for 2029 and throw it in the basket of the CMC.
I just told you the opposition is with the CMC and the CMC is with the opposition. And I just told you what the opposition needs. The CMC is the only alternative
to give it to the
to
opposition.
give it to the opposition because of the platform that the CMC has, because of the ideology, because of what the CMC is bringing to our people.
And that's why the opposition needs the CMC.
100%.
Now, so let's move to the last question. Then we go to the lines and open the lines and take calls. Let's talk. We cannot have these kind of intense political conversation and don't talk about the government's ability in terms of handling the state of affairs of the country. It is 2 years going. The government came to power 2024, 2025, 2026. So it's almost 3 years going. The Boubacar Koun administration took the leadership of the country. Are there good things and bad things the CMC has recognized of this government, specifically beginning with the good things? Are there recognition of good things this government has done? And what are some of the lapses of the government that the CMC has recognized that they think they can amend when power is given to them? Beginning with the good things. Are there good things? Because sometimes some people said this government has not done anything good. So is the CMC in that line? It's nothing good.
We just told you that the CMC brings a very different politics to Liberia when you look at atmosphere. We do not criticize government simply because we're in opposition or we want to criticize. Only because we just want to criticize.
Okay.
Because the CMC also believe that after all of the politics that we is our home.
Mhm.
In April of 2026, the government President Boyka Sam, if I may be corrected, is some institutional heads of performance for various government institutions contract, wherein those who will be placed at various government institutions, their performance, the government will be looking at them. And we think from that angle is something good. Because you cannot put a person at a particular area and then you do not monitor their performance.
Exactly.
Even if they are poorly performing,
You monitor. You have to take notice.
You have to take notice.
Mhm.
So in April of 2026, when President Boyka did such, when President Boyka signed such contract, we from the CMC angle, we think that it's something good.
It's commendable.
So we need to commend the government for that.
When it is commendable.
It's commendable.
Mhm.
Because you and I know, just part of the politics, when you get one Andrew sit at a particular government ministry where he is doing nothing, then there is no one monitoring him. After all, your country suffer. So for the president to sign such contract, we have to commend the government for that.
So that is a good fortune.
However, unemployment remains a critical concern.
That is a perennial problem in our country. From even the Tauber, the Talkman, the Dole, the Chancellor, all the other governments, it is perennial.
I just told you, unemployment remains a critical concern. Every meaningful Liberians are still questioning the government on that. You and I know that one of the greatest challenges in our country is about unemployment. And you know that unemployment increased the high level of criminal rate in our country.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that when one is not employed, even when the person goes and obtain a particular knowledge, and then there is no job,
the knowledge becomes.
And the government is not doing much more in that. The government is
to provide employment for its citizens,
particularly the young people. The government is failing on that.
To provide employment.
Oh yes, and we are encouraging the government to do so, but we think the government has closed our eyes on that.
What else do you think the government is not doing well?
You also look out our people in the market area. We think that the government have forgotten those people.
How? How has the government forgotten the people in the marketplaces?
Well, you and I know.
I don't know.
In clear reality, we are living in Liberia. We are going in the market. Our models were selling. The opportunity for a conducive market environment, the government have not opened that for our people. And we think the government have opened that, or should have closed our eyes on that. So from my angle, these are some of the things
the government is lacking.
Exactly so.
Mr. Chairman, quickly before we go to the lines, what are some of the things you think the government has done positive for the people, and what are some of the lapses you think the government has also created for its people, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, I think the Assistant Secretary has said it. For me, I would like to speak on some of the lapses that they have as a regard to our business cycle, meaning the private sector. the only way a country or citizens can be self-sufficient and also be able to create jobs for their fellow citizens is that government should prioritize the private sectors. Like for instance, you may have come like normally other government been doing in the past time from 2005 up to the date. They may likely come with loans, give it to our marketeers or farmers, maybe other individuals that are in need of loan. But when you having to give them loan and you don't give them the opportunity to micromanage the loan, meaning that if you have foreigners or other individuals that are supposed to be doing wholesales, and those same people are doing retail, so how you expect the ordinary librarians or the common business woman in the market, or either the auction girls or some other retailers to survive? We've been observing that for a very long time, wherein you go in some stores that are meant to sell wholesales.
And they're doing retail.
And they're doing retails. If you are doing retails, and the same people that are supposed to be doing retails, which are we are the marketeers and the ordinary librarians, come to buy from you wholesale, sell for profit, and you doing the same retail they're supposed to be doing, then how you expect them to improve that loan that is given to you?
That means the Ministry of Commerce needs to act.
Need to act on that. There was a time, if I can recall, the president did set the far president on the committee that they were going to work on some of these stuffs. When they assumed office, I think it was around something like 2024, 2025, when the prices of gasoline
and up to now, no results.
Up to now, the same practices are still being intact, and there's no improvement on that. Those are things that are affecting our marketeers, and those marketeers are almost the backbone of the youth, because you don't have a youth currently that is undergoing education or undergoing any other activity to sustain themselves that does not have a backbone like a mother. You have a lot of single mothers now currently in the country that even more than those who are fully married with two parents. So I think the government should address that. That will also help to improve the life of the ordinary citizen.
All right, so let's go to the lines and take your calls. Our guests are from the Citizen Movement for Change. The party belong to the Liberian people, according to them, established by Honorable Musa Hassan Bilite, the CMC. They are here to represent the CMC. My name is Washington. My guests are Sidi Key and Mr. Andrew Fire. They are from the CMC. The numbers are 0770 131318, 0770 131318 are the numbers to call. The lines are open, and let's talk to our callers. Hello? Hello? Go ahead. What is your name?
I just from there to the question I sent to them in the answer. The CMC is not built community, meaning that the CMC is not in the center around particular need of the political the issue to us that the CMC is a political institution that will be forever. That have been made, and they also said the CMC must come to make politics different. Some of the differences, according to them, is like bringing positive changes to Nigeria, to dollarize the minds of people that cannot carry the world anyway. And that's a great idea.
All right.
So what you also ask them for the specific membership. Like say something that is around 100,000 in a conversation from the chairman. I heard their website, which I'm going to www.cmc.com. I saw that exactly it's around there because precisely what I have in the membership here is more than 86,900. Meaning that in a few weeks, days, it will be around 100. According to the county chairman, that will be making on massive.
massive recruitment exercises.
So I can see that your assumption was clear. It's about 100,000.
Thank you.
Highly confident. So thank you. We are they should come more of this because the people need to hear more of this. As some of the photo attitude, people there, the people the photo are being lost.
Thank you. Thank you.
People don't vote again.
Thank you.
People don't go. So I think
Thank you. We have to take other callers. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have to take other callers from the line here. Hello? Hello? We have all these lines blinking. Hello? Go ahead quickly. What is your name and where you join us from? Go ahead from Cottonwood, New Georgia. And the Montserrat County chairperson. Go ahead quickly, sir. They're not talking about base. They are redefining the political spectrum of our country. They're not basically on base. According to what the assistant secretary said, they are building the party in the minds of the people. To win a one-round victory, eh? Okay. They will answer that question. Let's leave you there. Thank you very much. Let's take this other caller. Hello? 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 You call the radio, you're not paying attention, sir. Go ahead quickly, sir. Go ahead, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have to take other callers. The lines are blinking. Hello? We're doing fine. Patience, how are you, my sister? But if the man who asked the question, Bwaga man, they say you too fussy, man. You fussy, you get you too fussy. Yeah, man. What can I get you? They got too fussy, man. Hello? Hello, sir. What is your name and where you call us from? District number 2? 17. Go ahead quickly, sir. We'll go to the other lines and start to take the calls. Now for nothing promises, then. All right. But when you work diligently, you work well, the people can gravitate to your political idea, sir. All right, thank you. It's incorrect, eh? Thank you very much. Let's go to line number 2. Hello. Go ahead, my brother from Cotwell.
CMC is not on the same quality. CMC is different. We are CMC different and great. For leadership of you for my million for every opposition in the very chapter 25%. All the opposition are you never see an opposition before coming to election or before winning for election. But if you check for CMC, if you look at CMC, they are having 1 year. Let's say 1 year. 1 year less than 3 months, less than 4 months. But if you look at counted, CMC as well, CMC as well, maximum network.
Thank you.
Construction, development.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's take another caller here. Hello. Hello, sir. Go ahead quickly. What is your name? Where are you joining us from? Your line is too disturbing. Go ahead quickly, Sekou. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll leave you there and take this person. Hello. Thank you very much. What is the name? Where you join us from? Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Thank you very much. Let's take this person. Hello. Go ahead, sir. What is your name? Where you join us from? Go ahead, sir. That is your personal opinion. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll leave you there and take another caller. Hello. Yes, sir. What is your name? Where you call us from? Go ahead, my brother. Subset of what? Set C. Thank you very much. Let's take this other caller. Hello. Hello, sir. What is the name? Where you joining us from? Go ahead, sir. Thank you very much. Let's go to this side and take this caller from this side. Hello. Okay, the caller left this side. Let's take the caller from this side. Hello. Good evening, sir. What is your name? Where you join us from? Jeremiah, go ahead from 17. Uh, so it's not a possibility that they win a one round victory in the elections? All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have to take another caller from this line. Hello. I'm doing fine. What is your name and where you join us from? Go ahead, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you there and take maybe 3 more calls and then we'll get back to our guest. Hello? Yes, sir. Go ahead. What is your name and where you join us from? Go ahead from 12. All right.
There is nothing that is impossible. In politics, you cannot underestimate any political party. There's nothing that's impossible in the CMC. Say that they can do one more victory, then we just sit and look at them. There is nothing that they will say that is impossible.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's leave you there. We are going to take 2 more calls. Yes, we'll take 2 more calls and get back to the guests, and they will respond, and then we will call it a day. We'll take the last 2 calls, and then we will get back to our guest. Hello. Yes, sir. What is your name and where you join us from? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So let's leave the call lines. I know obviously there will be criticism when you come to the studio. Maybe we can just accept this person as the last caller. Hello, the calls are still coming. Hello, Joe, go ahead, my brother. No, we're not discussing tribal politics here. Oh. No. I will not tolerate. I will not tolerate tribal politics here. I will not tolerate tribal politics. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll take this caller from here. Hello? Hello? This person not ready yet. We'll take this from here. Hello? Go ahead quickly. Go ahead quickly. No. No, nobody said that. I don't want my show to go that route. I don't want to drive the show to that perspective of the tribal politics. You saw my guests came here. I never asked them any tribal question because I don't want to divide the platform. I don't want to divide the mentality of the people in terms of tribal politics. I don't want to do that. So I'm not taking the calls again. We'll hold the calls there, and then we get back to the guests. You listen to the callers. Some people were disappointed, and some people say they don't believe that you can assume a one-round victory. Some people thought that you could assume a one-round victory. Some people ask you one or two questions. Just quickly respond so we can call it a day.
Yeah, to those who does not believe that the CNC is going to assume office by 2030, my message to them is just sit and watch. And I will also advise them that they should join the running train currently.
Okay.
We don't call it the rescue train, but rather we call it the ship that is coming to save Liberia from drowning. So join the ship now, join the movement so that you can be left out. For those who does not believe in the round victory, that is my message to them. So
yeah, the questions the guests were asking you about a few other things, Mr. Fire. Yeah, Mr. Fire.
So one of the questions is one of the callers talks about this all of the promises of the CMC are empty.
Yeah, empty promises. How do you respond to that?
So the issue of let's just go straight to that question. It looks somehow funny to me that probably the person is now following the CMC or they have now actively been to Liberian politics. Of recent, since the CNC were funded from day one up to today's date, we have never made an empty promises. All our promises that we made to the Liberian people, the records are there. We make sure we fulfill them. So CMC, we does not believe is anything else, empty promises. So the CMC is always referred to as the talk and do institution of the Liberian politics. So that's my answer to that.
The next question.
Someone talks about if the CMC can take fourth place. Chairman. Okay, so this is one of the questions
you're talking about one round victory. Are you even in the position to even come fourth in the elections?
This is one of the questions I enjoy.
Okay.
How can you look at the second to non-political party in person in Liberia, not just second to none, but a party that have touched almost every length and breadth of the country developmentally. Then you trying to tell us that the party will, if the party will take fourth place, the party will not take fourth place. No, fourth place is not the position of CMC comes 2029. First place is the party position. So the person is asking if the party will even take fourth place. No, the party will not take fourth place. The party is taking first place. So I think for that question, this is the answer. No, CMC is not taking fourth place. CMC is taking first place comes 2029. And we are clear about that because the people, the masses of our people have already sent a clear message that CMC is not taking fourth place, but rather she is taking first place.
First place in the elections. 100%. I think the last question is there?
Yeah, and someone talks about this question was actually confusing, talking about set C, set
U. Set U, and you are a subset, and all of that is a subset, and you are a set. So practically, the president was asking whether Unity Party maybe in the election, if you came Vicky, you would join either the Unity Party or the CDC. I think I asked that question.
So
that means supporting maybe in a round of.
Yeah. Do that job, right? I think the person that asked the question, they are math teacher. I think
maybe the person just quoting.
I think so. Well, we just told you that according to the message from the masses of our people, CMC is second to none. Then you are still talking about what CMC is said this, with John said you. So for you, I think that person is a math teacher.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Chairman, your parting comment before we take leave of the interview today.
So, to conclude, what I would like for the Liberian people to know is that it is never late to be welcome to the CMC. Okay. Every single day we welcome new members. Our offices are open, and we also have our ears, our listening ears open to suggestions. You may not know all, but in the CMC, we entertain suggestions, entertain input, inquiry, and ideas. It's not just built around just an individual providing their ideas to run the institution.
Okay.
We solicited views from any other individual, regardless of your position, regardless of where you came from, whether tribal, religious, whatsoever background you come from, everybody is welcome on board. And what I want to also advise the public is it is not too good to be late, because now we have already kickstarted the ship. The engine is beating currently. So this should be the appropriate time of you joining the movement that is going to liberate the Liberian people comes 2020 now, and be part of the future decision maker 2030 Liberia.
Thank you very much. Mr. Fayad Jr., your parting comment.
Thank you. So I must appreciate you and the management for the time. And I want to say happy Flag Day, everyone. But let me leave the public with two words that our leader on mobility always tell them. One, we always say that politics should produce result for the people. And that is what he is doing through the CMC. Two, our leader always says we should not wait until election season before we talk to the people, but we should remain connected to the people before, during, and after election season. And that is what our leader on mobility and the CMC is doing. And we want to say Liberia, CMC have Liberia on heart, and we believe that constantly now CMC will be the one-run victory, and we will take over, and we will be able to settle significantly all of the challenges that are affecting our countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My studio guests, special studio guests are Mr. Siddiqui Kamara and Mr. Andrew Fayad Jr. from the Citizen Movement for Change, CMC. My name is Washington Prince Stafford Jr. Tomorrow I am going to be here. Then the full team, Heat of the Nation, will be here tomorrow. Thanks to Emmanuel Saulet Jr. for being behind the cameras. And on that note, we like to take our leave. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Le conocerlo, find out where you pass me between your